Hello, this is Ralita Thornton coming to you from Thornton Esquire Law Group, PLLC. Today, I wanted to talk to you all about one of the real reasons why you should have uninsured motorist coverage. Okay, a lot of people don't like to have it. They like to just have liability only. But let me give you this story to let you know how it affected someone that called my office, in fact, this week. Okay, I had a call from a gentleman, and he said he was using his vehicle, his aunt's vehicle, and he was on his way home. And as he proceeded through the green light, he got hit. So he got hit by somebody else. So I asked him, I said, describe the accident. So he said that the other driver was disputing the fact that he had a red light. So I talked to him further. And so it turned out that they called the police out, and a witness actually stopped and gave their version and said, in fact, my client's light was green. Okay, fine. All right, so we're headed down this road. We could probably help you. The police made a report. They also gave a ticket to the other driver. So, and then the other driver admitted that he did run the light. So we're okay with how the accident happened. There's liability. Moving on to the next step. Okay, client, are you injured? Yes, I'm injured. I have a jaw injury and it's hurting. I have bruised ribs. I also have a knee. My knee is hurting and it has a gash on it. Okay, check. You've been injured. We can help you. All right. Sir, what is the name of the other driver's insurance company? Oh, the other driver didn't have any insurance. He didn't have insurance. No, he didn't. Okay. Well, sir, we can verify that. I'll give him a call tomorrow, but we got to make sure and see for sure whether he had insurance or not. So, sir, in case he doesn't have insurance, do you have uninsured motorist coverage on your policy? I think I do. Let me check. Client checks and only has liability. Well, that means that he doesn't have uninsured motorist coverage. So the client cannot get his vehicle repaired. He cannot get compensation for those injuries that somebody else caused because that other person doesn't have insurance. The only way that he could have been protected in this situation is if he would have had uninsured motorist coverage on his own policy, and they only had liability. So that means that he has to try to explain to his aunt that she won't possibly have a vehicle to drive, and that it was, and that he probably feels responsible because he was driving the vehicle. So now the aunt won't have a vehicle to drive, and the client won't be able to get attention to his injuries unless he has health insurance, which a lot of people don't have health insurance these days. So I would impress upon everybody to make sure that you're checking your insurance coverages. Call your agent up. Ask them, do I have uninsured motorist or underinsured motorist coverage? How much extra will it cost? It's probably not going to cost you that much extra, but it's a lot of people that ride their vehicles and drive their vehicles on these Houston roads without insurance. So it would behoove us to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, taking care of our families, and that we have that coverage. Again, client was injured. Client was not at fault. Client has a vehicle that's damaged. So he had the makings of a good case. And so I would have helped him handle that case. We would have strategized how to get it done. He wouldn't have had to pay out of his pocket up front. It would have come from the settlement at the end. So we could have sent him, if he would have requested, we could have sent him to some providers that would have taken care of him. But because there's no coverage whatsoever to pay for these damages, then the client is going to have to suffer by himself. Now, there's a way that you can try to go after that driver individually, directly, but it's such a headache and a hassle, and that is going to require a whole nother video in some areas that y'all gonna have to kind of take some time to understand. But at this point, with those kind of facts, we need to try to make sure that we're having uninsured motorist coverage on our vehicles, and that we get with our agents, and then ask them what kind of coverage do I have. Thank you.